All right, we are live, people. It's been too damn long since we have had a live stream with me and Dewdog and me and anybody, or hell, even me on my own channel in a long time. And it's because I've been, a little bit busy. We had a business, um, and so the fun part was is let me turn that down. You know how that echo.
Might have to turn it down from the actual whatever you're watching on the monitor.
Yeah.
Might have to turn it down from the actual whatever you're watching. Might have to turn it down from the actual.
All right, that better. There we go.
Thanks.
Yeah, I got an old laptop I'm running on right now too for YouTube side so I can see the comments. Hey Kevin, what's going on, brother? But yeah, like I said, it's been a long time we've been here. Had the business for a while. The business failed miserably and went down. And then it was everybody get their pitchforks out and kill Nate, for a long time. But I mean, that was the thing. Is just it was a lot of people didn't understand the situation I was going through. James knew what I was going through, and I did everything I could do to help out everybody. I'm still doing it today. I mean, even to this day, I am still paying people back from the business, making sure people are squared away and taken care of because that's who I am and that's who everybody knows me as. So,
Absolutely. I mean,
um,
I think I hate that it kind of ended like it did, but I think it's very reputable of you, man, because number one, jumping out and doing a business, that first of all, that's like the American dream. Whether it succeeds or fails, it is what it is. I mean, and for a minute there, it was pretty successful, and it is. There again, I know you're a little more personal than just your average person.
mm,
So, everybody ain't, unfortunately, they ain't patient and whatever, man. And that's just unfortunate, but that's the life we live in now, man. That's the day and age we're in.
and that's the hard people I don't understand is like, I was the one doing the ordering, putting the pre-orders out, getting all the stuff in, boxing it all up, taking it all to the post office or UPS or wherever it is for everyone. One person doing it.
Yeah.
And the reason why it failed because one person can't do it alone in a business. And I learned that. And it is hard. It's a very hard thing to do. Would I do it again in a heartbeat with support?
Yeah.
I mean, but it might not be toys. I mean, I've been thinking about comics because I've really enjoyed getting back into comics and stuff lately with my friends on the comic side versus the toy side. And as you guys know, I'm a huge independent guy. I meant Coffin Comics is one of my sponsors and one of my support and affiliate people. So I'm always going to support the independent. I don't read much Marvel or DC anymore, other than the stuff from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, where that's where me and James come in. That was our bread and butter, especially Jim Lee and Rob Liefeld and everybody
Mm.
back then.
That good stuff, man.
But we definitely just wanted to have some fun tonight. Thank you, Carnage. Thank you for Babyface coming in. These are all the boys from the Toy Savages and Life Anime Gaming side. So if you don't know
Nice.
them, they're from their side. So thank you guys for coming by. And just wanted to kind of shoot the breeze. It's been a long time with you folks, just having fun. I got some boxes. You know me. I always got boxes to unbox.
Oh,
That's
H
you
the
know that
Unbox King,
you
boy.
know it's like it ain't a video if there ain't some kind of unboxing in it somewhere.
That
Um,
is true. And the same way, I was like, first of all, if you're gonna go live with Nate, doggone send to get Santa, I mean, it don't matter what it is, you got to bring at least a stack of comic books. That's just Look, that's what's cool. That's what separates him from a lot of people. Everybody else like, oh, toy community this, toy community that. But the cool thing about Nate, it's best of both worlds. It's like the movies, or actually 3 worlds: movies, especially horror, and then comic books, which me and him's right there. Like comics. The thing about me and Nate, man, like what I've always loved about him the last, I don't know, 6 years, maybe I guess now, is, you know, a lot of these guys out there, and I'm not throwing shade when I say this, but they literally don't know what they're talking about, and it frustrates the crap out of me. Like, I'll never forget, I'm not going to name their name, I'll never forget this toy guy was reviewing Wolverine, which is me and Nathan's favorite all-time superhero. Wolverine, folks. And the guy, instead of saying adamantium, he says aluminum. And like he wasn't joking.
I remember that one.
He wasn't joking. He was serious. And I was like, I just stopped the video. I was like, there ain't no way I'm watching this dude, because he didn't know what he was talking about. Like, he literally thought, you know, that one thing just threw me off big time. I was like, bro, go to the doggone source material, man. Come on, man.
Take 5 seconds to read Wikipedia on Wolverine before you do a review. If you don't know, it's like, I don't know everybody. You know, that's just how it is. You know, it's like you can't know everything about everybody. But if you figure out there's a couple of characters that you're really invested into, then you're good. Like mine's Wolverine, Lady Death, of course. You know, it's going to be my 2 big ones. But I mean, there's lots of other characters we have. Like I'm a huge Sentry fan. I love the Sentry. I love the idea of a Marvel Superman. You know, but he's bipolar / schizophrenic, because he's 2 people in one. He's a bad guy and a good guy at the same time, and you never know which one you're going to get when you.
You almost got 3 things going on. You got the Void, which is
the Void,
darker, you know, deal. So, you know, very fascinating for sure.
Yeah, because I mean, he's got his human component, you know, during the day. Then he's got the Sentry, then he's got the Void, and then the Void and the Sentry, you know, didn't know about each other forever. They thought they were 2 separate people, but they were the same person. It wasn't until New Avengers came out and then they actually brought the Sentry back into the mainstream, where he's like, oh no, I know who the Void is. I know where all these people are, because, you know, he got his mind cleared up with all the changes. And I'm like, oh, that's going to be great. Let's see what he does. And then he throws Carnage in the sun. And that was like, holy crap.
Bro, the most epic. I'm glad you said that. I was literally about to say it. The most epic comic panel is when you open up both pages and he doggone rips Carnage. Woo! That was crazy, buddy. Crazy.
Well, hey, welcome in Mikey and Art. Thank you guys, boys, for coming in. Y'all have been hanging with us since the beginning. You know, it's been a long time for us. It's funny when you think about it, though, is like a lot of us that are still around were the originals, you know, like from the original, like when we built the Syndicate days, you know, and built that up. And it says something too. There's a lot of people that gave up, but a lot of us, you know, we still do. Like I still do the same thing I did in 2016 that I do in 2022. I'm still toy hunting.
Y'all see behind? Wait. Yeah, behind me, same thing.
Exactly.
Now I revamped, and those of y'all that are in the Dog Pound or know who I am or whatever, you know that literally a year ago, back in August, a year ago, I sold my literally 95% of my collection. It was like 2,000 plus action figures, which was insane. I'm not even bragging, because that was just stupid. But I just hit the reset button and was able to just start over and be focused and actually enjoy the figures. And that's a huge difference. Instead of having this massive, dumb collection in the attic and in Rubbermaid containers and all that, I'm actually, the stuff you see behind me, I can actually enjoy that stuff, you know, so.
Same here. I mean, and literally it was kind of funny. Like when my business died, I ended up selling pretty much 95% of my collection to help other people back out. Give them their money back to them. They paid for something. I couldn't get it. You give it back to them. That's what you do. Right. You know, that's exactly what I did, is I sold my collection to help people out. But what did that also do? That made me really think, what do I really want in my collection? Do I need to have every Transformer out there? No. Do I need to have every Marvel Legend out there? Hell no. Because they say, I mean, 8 in a case. Come on, brother. You know.
Man.
And it was funny. Like,
especially now. Are you insane, dude?
Oh,
$30? Boy,
well,
what?
it's like, so like
No.
I got him. Okay, I got the Amazing Fantasy Spidey that just came out. Okay,
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I had to have a Spidey, you know, and I'm like, there's only two that I saw that I really liked. This one, because this reminded me of the old Toy Biz when it first came out. You remember the Amazing Fantasies Toy Biz version that came out? That was the piece everybody wanted to find for the damn Sentinel to make the Build-A-Figure
I remember,
Sentinel.
dude.
And then
Absolutely.
this guy.
Nate, if you don't mind, hold that back up because I want to show everybody something for a minute. So you got, almost $32 that he's got in his hand. And then NECA comes out here, $38, $39, literally like 7, 8 more bucks. And dude, original sculpt, insane paint, hieroglyphics on his shell, bro, tons metal chains. You see what I'm saying? So the value is right here. This is where the value's at.
NECA, the value on NECA is worth it. This is not there. Mm-hmm. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love seeing the pinless technology on the legs and then the arms, the double jointed. This is the Spidey to have, this one or the one that came out beforehand or the one that's coming out with Spinneret in the 2-pack. Get one of those two Spideys and you're good. That's all you need.
Good. Now, what's going to happen, or what's actually already happening, is cherry picking time, folks.
Oh yeah,
it ain't no more buying 8 of them. It's doing what Nate did and saying, "Hey, I'm gonna buy this one, and this is gonna be my Spidey, right? This is it. All that other stuff, nah.
Like this is my Venom.
Exactly.
He is big. Okay, Spidey. This is like a bath size. I can understand why the cost now of this one and Null. Like Null, holy crap, dude. He is a bath. These are like 2 baths.
Yeah, and I agree. That kind of makes sense. I'm with you on that. They're huge. All right, you get more plastic, more bigger characters. Yeah. I get you on that, like 100%.
Now, I will say one thing I don't like about this is the wings. I don't like the wings on it.
Okay.
The wings make them.
I wouldn't use them like that either.
I did it once just to do the picture to show you guys, and that was it. But
by the way, those of y'all that don't know, me and Nate's been in the same chat with some other guys, and literally the other guys, Brock, Plastic Addict, Tech Chucker, a good old T-Man. You got to, you always got to introduce T-Man. But look, when Nathan came in here a couple days ago with that box set, I was like, "Is that for sale?" He says, "No." I was like, "You little punk." I wanted that Venom, but yeah, it's all good. I know I'll see you, but I had to mess with my man. That's the cool thing about camaraderie, man. We get to roast one another, so
Oh yeah, well, especially like for this one because it's not the monster Venom, it's not the Inky Dinky Venom, that we have with the Brockhead. This is like the good side appropriate to me. To me, this is what Venom should be. It's like, okay, now I'm good. I've got a Spidey. I got a Venom. That's my 2 favorite characters from the Spidey series, and that's all I really need. Maybe a Green Goblin if they ever redid Green Goblin, but I'm not going to go back and aftermarket buy one. No. It's ridiculous, and Hasbro got smart about that. Look at all the stuff they're doing now. They reissue something every other year, Now, but Spider-Man.
I will say now, as much as I'm kind of a love-hate relationship with Hasbro right now, I will give them props. Them jokers will re-release something. And I'm good with that because that, somebody that wasn't able to get it or whatever, they can get a newer version of that same character. So that, I'm with them on that now.
Yeah, well, and like Carl puts a good question in there. He says, by today's standards, when does a regular toy collector move up in scale? Like a Transformer goes from Chug to MP or from Legends to Mafex. Well, that really comes to the point of where do you want your collection to be? Are you looking to have quantity or quality? Like if you buy a Mafex, you're spending damn you, George. You know, I meant I bought
That's
the Return of
it.
Superman. You know, and it's Mayfex. This is going to be, I think it was 70 or $80 or whatever it was. That quality with the accessories that it comes with blows a Legend out the market. You know, there ain't no way a Legend can keep up with a
No.
Mayfex. I meant like the Nightfall Azrael that we all got.
Oh, matter of fact, I got it right here. Hold on, let's see. Just in case.
Yep.
I call it the top shelf, kind of like, some of y'all's whiskey or something. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, like, I love this guy.
Absolutely incredible, dude.
You know, like just what you can do with it. Now, the one thing I don't like about this is the hips. Like, he don't like to stand with a nothing.
That's true. Especially when you pose your cape like I've got him.
Yeah.
I actually got to lean him up against another figure. Unfortunately.
But I tell you, man, you ain't gonna. I mean, it's smooth moving with a Mayfex. You ain't fighting with a joint. You know,
and
like
the accuracy, bro.
Oh yeah,
is ridiculous.
Yeah,
now,
I love how they did that.
Who asked that question again? I'm sorry, I can't see.
Carl did. Scooter.
Okay, so Carl. Yeah, to answer that for you, really, man, like if you want now, there again, I give Hasbro props. If you want to complete a team, Hasbro Marvel Legends all day. If you want a full X-Force team, bro, you can get Archangel, you can get X-23, you can get Phantom Max, Wolverine, Deadpool, like the whole squad, dude. Like that's what Marvel Legends, that's where they get people, is completing a team, because you ain't really going to complete a team, that fast anyways. It's going to take you years with Mayfex. So, it's kind of like, how patient are you, I guess, is the real question.
Well, look at the X-Men, for example. Mayfex has been bringing X-Men out for what, 3 years so far?
Right.
They've had Wolverine, Cyclops, Gambit, Psylocke, Jean Grey's coming out. It just came out, and then you have the brown suit Wolverine and Magneto. Both versions of Magneto now. Because you have the one with the long hair, one with the short hair. You have, but we're talking that Magneto's scheduled for next year.
Right.
Mayfex takes forever to come out. Now, a lot of that has to do with a 5-letter word called COVID, because COVID, people don't understand like how bad that destroyed everything. Not just the toy community, but the actual comic community as well, having actual paper, to do that. Like people couldn't work. So what happened? The paper supplies went down, so we didn't have any comics for a while. I mean, Marvel shut its doors for a while. So did DC, just because they couldn't do it. On the toy side, I mean, it's factory shut down. Right. And things that were supposed to come out, 6 months to a year ago, some are still just coming out today. Like there's stuff I've been seeing, like the Superman, the Mayfex DKR Superman that just came out this week. That was supposed to be out last March in 2021. Okay, we're a year and a half behind schedule. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so all the the DKR stuff, like a lot of things got moved around in Mayfex because a lot of things were supposed to come out earlier, like the Hush. Remember when Hush Batmans came out, the black one and then the blue one? Well, you were supposed to get Superman, Poison Ivy, Hush, all of them around the same time frame. But as you saw, like the blue Batman got pushed 8 months out. Then the black one came out like 4 months later. Then Superman came out. Everybody lost their damn mind.
Dude, I want Poison Ivy, dude. That's what I want.
See, like for me, I want the blue. I have to go find a aftermarket Mayfex Superman, the blue one, to go with my Return of Superman set. Because that's the only thing I'm going to collect. I'm not going to collect all the Hush stuff because I've got Batman taken care of with the Black as Night stuff from McFarlane. So Batman, I'm good on that one. I don't need all the Batmans, but the Superman Return, dude, when I get that Mayfex Doomsday, it's on. It's going to be bad. And then that Bane comes out too. Oh, man.
Dude.
Who?
That Bane, boy. Woo.
I saw that bang and like, I was like, oh yeah, that reminds me. I got a box.
Open it up, cuz.
We got to.
What old T-Man say? Open the box.
Open the damn box.
Open the box.
I have that gift forever. I asked him, I said, you send that to me?
Hey, while Nate is opening that, to surprise y'all, I found this at Target, and I'm pretty. Look how dumb huge this thing is. This sucker is crazy, man. I thought, since Nate invited me to the live show, I was like, hey, this is the bot man, so I figured I'd try to impress him a little bit, anyways. The joke is huge.
George gonna be mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Dude, that's sick, bro. That's
not it. That's not all that's in the box.
Show it, brother. Go ahead and show it. Ah, that's what I want right there, boy.
Yeah, buddy.
Huge.
Bang.
See, that's the look I love right there.
This is my Batman in Bane.
Yeah, man.
Because not that baffle. Remember that baffle that me and Matt got? And that damn hands and that head kept popping. I'm like, that was such a piece of garbage.
Trash.
I'm like, bro, come on, really?
I owned it too, man. But
I know.
Tech Chucker, if y'all don't know, man, y'all follow Tech Chucker or check him out on YouTube. He's got one of the funniest, most controversial videos on that figure, Bane. It's funny, boy. That man got so much hate.
Everybody like, you just didn't put it together right. No, trust me. Me and Matt sat there on a video together trying to put it together. Man, that damn thing would not open.
Tech Checker out there trying to mix people up.
I'm like, what is wrong? I'm like,
bro, that thing sucked so bad. That was rough.
That was bad. I ended up taking and selling the whole way for I think $100.
Yeah.
None of those figures were good.
Yeah.
I mean, the Scarecrow was about the only one I actually liked.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else was like, I don't want that Batman. I didn't want the Wonder Woman. Like I really just wanted the Bane. And then I was so distraught after I got the Bane. I'm like, oh, this is just garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Watch your ears, people. Sorry.
Oh, it broke my heart, man. I was sitting there building that thing, and I was like, bro, that was ridiculous. Yeah, that's sick, dude.
And of course, you know me. I'm going to show it. Nate, don't. I'm not an inbox guy.
Mm-mm. As y'all can tell, I'm not either. Those of y'all that are, God bless you, but
I can't.
I can't do it, man.
So look at that crap.
Wow.
I mean, he can almost touch his own butt for a figure this size.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
All right, that's how you do it. McFarlane, y'all need to. Well, and here's the thing: a lot of McFarlane engineers are from Toy Biz, so they get that,
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing they need to figure out, and this is every company, I want a double jointed elbow on the big figure.
Right.
That's what always gets me.
That blows my mind on every company, dude.
Like nobody can do that. And maybe it's because of the size, but then it's like, come on. We have all this ingenuity. Somebody can figure it out.
Yeah. I don't get it.
All right, let's see. Carl says he doesn't think he's built as well as the other Titans. He's solid. The Titan that is. Yeah, that Metroplex, Carl, is solid.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's heavy.
Look, I'm shaking him. See how solid he is?
Yeah. Now, what I don't like is how loose some of his joints are, though. That, like, literally, those hips, you got to put some kiki in there to keep them from swinging left to right. And I already screwed mine in as tight as I could without screwing it up.
You know what's weird, Nate? Mine. So now I just opened him right before this video. Mine doesn't have that problem, dude. I don't know, but I mean, I don't know if it's every one of them or if it's just a few of them or what. But mine's pretty doggone solid. Surprisingly, I mean.
Well, and I tell you, my favorite part, he's in a store.
That's what was awesome.
Like we were talking about that the other day, and I'm like, you remember in Toys R Us, you could find a Titan in Toys R Us. Like I'd found Triptychon, or I'd find Fort Max or Metro. Like it was so great to go to a store and actually find a Titan like that. But today we just Target's our only hope. It feels like.
Well, I'll tell y'all this: what literally, God is honest truth, man. What happened? I walked in, and this kind of goes exactly what we've been talking about with like Marvel Legends and stuff. So I walked into Target, and it is dumb stack deep, dude. I mean, brand new everything. All the Peter and the Ned 2-pack, all of this crazy stuff, man. The black and white Spidey, all this, everything new was there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, and I had those in my hand at first, and I'm like, man, that's a lot, man. That's just like $40 here, 50. The 2-pack was like 60 something. I'm like, it was hurting. And then I looked down and saw this guy, and I'm like, man, I just put all the Marvel Legends back on the shelf and went with this guy. Because honestly, I mean, look at all that, dude. That's a lot of dog. That's just, for me, was a better value for me. Now, y'all got to understand, those of y'all that are on Nate's channel and may not know me or whatever, I'm a big Marvel Legends guy. That's what really built my channel. So for me to put all those back on the shelf, y'all got to understand how, like, crucial what I'm saying. That's how crucial it is, man, for me to choose that over those. It's just, the price didn't make no sense to me, man. I just couldn't do it. The value, I just felt the value was better on this, this Transformer, but.
Well, and don't let them, and people don't let James confuse you. He's a Transformers guy too. He collects certain Transformers as much as I do.
Oh, I've got a few of them. I grew up on it, man. Grew up on
it. He's not as crazy as, say, like T-Man and I am. That's our first go-to is a Transformer. If we have to pick, the Transformer's going to win every time.
Right.
That just don't matter what it is. Like, I don't care if it was, what was that one we had forever? The Uncanny X-Force Archangel. Remember one before they reissued it?
Oh,
That's the one everybody wanted. Everybody was after that damn thing. And I said, if they're going to reissue it someday. And what do? They do a 3-pack and they reissue it. And I'm like, I'm not spending, like, people are spending $300 on that damn thing.
Dude. For a 6-inch scale figure, bro.
And I'm like, I can't do that. Like, if my Voltron, for example, Voltron, the Soul Chigoku Voltron, MSRP for $250. Okay, and that is fully die cast, everything, all the accessories you ever wanted in the world. $250. A 6-inch figure for $300. I'm sorry.
No.
That's just ridiculous in my book.
No. Yeah, that's crazy. But people, man, it's crazy how they do that, but I can't do it.
I can't either. It's one of those things. It's like there's got to be a point where you say, I can't do that no more.
Right.
Like, hey, it's just not worth it. It's not worth my time, not worth the value. The value's not there anymore. That's what it comes down to.
On this for 1 second. I ain't gonna, look, for real. Now, if you guys, this ain't bragging, this is thank God Almighty, and I know Nate would thank God also. But let me tell you something. Haters, this and that, whatever, they might be like, oh, well, y'all can't afford it. I can assure you, me and Nathan, trust me, that ain't the problem. Yeah. We want it, buddy. We get it. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't the big deal. The big deal is that you was in wisdom and saying, bro, I'm not spending $300 on a darn 6-inch scale. It's just no, man. Like what?
No.
I
Like I
don't
remember
care.
buying lots, like Transformer lots, for that kind of price. You
Exactly.
know,
Bingo. Exactly.
it's like I bought a lot of GI Joes the other day, and I'll show you that. What James don't know, we're going to do a collection room show today.
All right. All right.
So, and that's why this video will be changed later to say Nate's collection room. So that's why I kind of kept it kind of ambiguous on the
Yeah.
title today.
Okay. Look at
But
they got the guitars in the background though.
oh yeah, them old ones. I've had them for a long time. I've had that acoustic electric since 2003. I've
Nice.
had I've had that old school. That's a training guitar for kids. I trade. I've had that for about 9 years. That electric I've had since 2001.
Nice.
But do I play? I play about once a month, maybe once a couple times a month. Just
Hey.
when you guys make kids as I got, you don't have a whole lot of time.
Yeah, I mean that is true. Hey, I'll tell you what I love about this. Not trying to bring this guy back in here, but I'm just a geek for functioning things, and that functions, and that just brings out the nostalgic kid in me. So 40-year-old child, I'm just like, man, that I don't know. That right there alone was.
It's that like automorph technology or like gimmick thing like we used to have as kids. You remember
Yeah.
like what were they called? Not the Herculoids. The ones that you like push their chest, like their chest was holographic, like you did something. You know which one they're talking about from
I
the
know
80s.
exactly what you're talking about. And the
I,
Ninja Turtles tried that too with the TMNT.
yeah,
They
they
tried the
did.
same thing.
Yeah, and I remember when I saw, I'm like, that is cooler than sliced bread. It's like I want to get me some of them. And I was like, oh yeah. And then after a while, it don't change colors no more. It just stays black. You're like,
Yeah.
oh man, visionaries. That's exactly what it is, Carl. But but yeah, that was one of the things I'm like, man, I used to like rub on that, sort of like we used to do with the Transformers when you had that heat rub symbol. Let's see what it is.
Yeah.
Is it Autobot or is it a Decepticon? Is it an Autobot or is it a Decepticon? It was like, and you already know the answer before you even did it because you bought it. It
That's
was
how
just a
they got
gimmick.
you, boy.
They did. But remember, Armada, Energon, and Cybertron, they were huge on gimmicks when they came out in the early 2000s. So that's why is like that's actually from Cybertron the series from 2003, 2004. So they're just rehashing the gimmicks, just making it better, than
Right.
what it was back then. It's like what that looks like. I mean, it was about really this tall, in the regular ones. It wasn't like it was a Supremes class. Now
Yeah.
it's a Titan class like this tall.
So let me ask y'all that. I'm asking because I need the knowledge. So I'm actually asking maybe somebody in the chat don't know either, or somebody's watching right now. Maybe you're not in the chat, you're just kind of chilling watching us. So tell us the differences, the different classes. And like this guy right here, like so Nate, tell us the classes and then tell me what class this particular figure would be in. Because I literally I don't know. I personally don't
So
know.
it's considered a Titan class today. Back then, they didn't have one for that size at all.
Okay.
So the Supreme class was the biggest class they had at that time. In 2000 to 2005, Supreme was the biggest one. And it was about 2/3 of the height of that one. That was the biggest Transformers we had. Other than the original G1, Fort Max, like at the time, G1 Fort Max was the tallest Transformer ever because it was almost 2 feet tall, and it wasn't until Metroplex came out, the very first Titan, that dethroned it, and then so that's why like the old Metroplex, the Cybertron Metroplex that you have today was never that big in a toy scale before.
Okay. I remember I went to a flea market of all places, and man, now y'all gotta understand, I don't really regret like, especially when it comes to toys and action. I mean, I'm a realist. And so as far as regret, but if there was one thing I do wish, I guess I would have done, was that big old, I guess it was, man, this sucker, I went to a flea market and this sucker was huge, boy. He was like white with a little bit of red. I don't even know his name, dude.
That could,
huh?
That was Metroplex. That was probably the new
yeah.
Titan Metroplex.
There
yeah.
you go. This Joker was, man, he was huge, man.
He was literally 26 inches tall. So he's 2 inches taller than the original.
This old man had him, and the guy knew what he had. It wasn't like he didn't know what he had, obviously. But it was about $220 or something that he wanted. This was probably, I don't know, 4 years ago. And to this day, I'm like, man, I wish I'd have grabbed him.
Oh,
and
yeah.
maybe that's too expensive. I don't know. But I know he was awesome, though. I do know that.
See, and that's the thing is, like, a lot of the stuff that, we collect today might not have been the stuff we collected before. Like, if you think about, like, in the 80s, what did we have? Well, you had a plethora of things. Mask, Visionaries, Herculoids, Transformers, Thundercats, He-Man. I mean, there was something for everybody, and that's the thing is, like, that's why it was great to be an 80s kid. Is like there was something for everybody. Today, it's blown up. There ain't nothing out there where you shouldn't be able to find something that you like.
Sure. Hey, speaking of 80s, do you mind if I show your guys here in the chat? Check this out, y'all. So I'm a plumber, if y'all didn't know that. But anyways, I'm also a pastor, but my main thing is plumbing. So I go into this basement to put in a water heater. It's freaking crazy, y'all. This is one of the lifetime things that just mind blowing. It'll never happen to me again. Freaking crazy. I'm in this basement and replacing the guy's water heater or the woman's water heater. And I look over and listen, I know we can all exaggerate sometimes, but I mean, there was every single 80s G.I. Joe, period. I'm talking everything, dude. Every ride, every figure, blah, da, 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 da. So I'm like, as a collector, man, in the figure game, I mean, I'm thunderstruck. I don't even collect 3 3/4, right? But just the fact that I'm seeing this dumb collection, and I mean, this guy had every scene, had stuff hanging from the ceiling. I mean, just insane, right? So I'm geeking out trying to put this water heater in, trying to be professional, right? But at the same time, I'm like, dude, what is up with this collection? So the woman is an old elderly woman. She comes down. So I started asking. I said, hey, let me ask you this. I said, what's up with all these G.I. Joes? And she's like, oh, my son, he's 46 years old, and he collected them from day one, and blah, blah. She's telling me this entire story. The guy's named Chris, telling me this entire story. All right, so I'm like, man, that's freaking. My mind is blown. When I say my mind is blown, I'm just like floored. I got an apprentice that's working with me. He don't know nothing about plumbing. I'm teaching him this and that. And at the same time, he knows I do YouTube and he knows I do Instagram and I collect action figures. So I'm explaining to him, me and him both are like, bro, this is, even to him, he was blown away. So anyways, about 2 hours pass. I do the water heater. I install it. It's time to collect the bill, for the lady to pay. Excuse me. So when I get done, the lady comes back and she says, hey, my son, Chris, I called him. And he said that you could pretty much pick whatever you want and you can have it. And I'm like, what? So now, being fair, Nate, you know me, bro. I'm like, nah, dude, there ain't no way, dude, that I could just, I want to sleep good at night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There ain't no way I'm going to take this stuff. Dude, I tell her, I said, ma'am, you do understand, like, this stuff is worth, like, who knows? Who knows? And she said, yeah, we know. She said, but no, seriously, like, you can have what. So anyway, needless to say, I'm going to show y'all just a teeny bit right here, live, right here. Nathan didn't even have a clue I was going to show y'all this. But look at this, y'all. So this is just one little tiny thing that I got. This is the original 1984. Look at that. That's a case. Nate had no idea.
Oh, I know that case, dude.
I had no idea this existed. All right. So you open this up.
Yep.
Duke and everybody on it. And then it's got trays and trays
of figures.
3 of the actual figures, y'all. Like, this is like, look at this. Like, it's just stacks of freaking 1980s G.I. Joe, bro. So I'm like blown away. Now, I'm just showing y'all this little tidbit just to show you, bro. Like, there ain't no way that'll ever happen again.
No, you got lucky.
Buddy, I tried to tell her, I was like, look, this is worth, I don't even know how much. And she was like, no, like, go ahead and load it up. And I'm like, me and my buddy Ian, he's my the apprentice, bro, we loaded it up, boy, we stacking it in the box. I don't even collect that scale, but how cool is it to have the original 1984, 1986 G.I. I mean, that's just the old OG O-ring, whatever. But yeah,
well, and for example, Unboxing Art, he's a huge G.I. Joe fan. He just did a collection video, so you guys go check it out not so long ago. And he went through all of his G.I. Joes and everything, like I had the 25th anniversary sets, like the box sets, that came out. The Joe set, I had the Cobra set, I had all the soldier sets, everything that came out. And that was my Joes for a long time.
Yeah.
Until Classified came out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Guess what got sold real fast? 3 3/4 got sold real fast.
Real quick. Hey, shout out to Unboxing Art, man. He's been around. He's been in the Dog Pound for a long time. And I appreciate his support. He's the man, but
Yeah, and like Art's bringing up a good point. He didn't like this Venom because of the holes in the back. Yeah, but see, I'm not going to see a whole lot of the back, so I'm not too worried on this one. But that may affect Spidey and Venom and Carnage. Oh yeah, that blows a legend out any day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
And yeah.
Since y'all, excuse me, I got some ice. Nate's a big comic guy. Let me show y'all. This is my latest. Now this is graded, so I mean I obviously can't open it, but so I thought this was pretty cool. I've been wanting this guy for a while now.
Oh, First Apocalypse.
Yes, sir. I knew Nate would obviously know what it was. But
I don't have to have it next to me. I know what it is.
9.4 ain't bad at all. I mean, I ain't, pretty clean, but there you go. First appearance of Apocalypse, X Factor. There you go.
Carl brings up a very good point that Do and Art and pretty much like Serrano Games too. Like everybody knows, try to hunt these damn G.I. Joe Classified at the whatchamacallit Targets. That was such a pain.
Oh man.
It was such a pain. And I'm glad that they went to a different model than that. Like they're doing pre-orders, and then Hasbro Pulse is doing a lot of the shared exclusives with them, and so they're not really running out like they did before. But like for example, the Cobra Vipers, they're doing that 3-pack that's coming out, to give people an opportunity to actually get the figures if you missed out.
Now, speaking of G.I. Joe Classified, Nate, I'm just gonna be honest. Those of y'all, that know the figure game, I always say there's no shame in the figure game. And therefore, when it comes to G.I. Joe Classified, I'm not. I had to do it to him live. I don't play around with these, man. I will get them from doggone Hong Kong. I don't care. Y'all can holler at me. Y'all can be hateful. Y'all can listen. I don't care. I will pay a couple more dollars. Well, and here's why though, because they're hard as crap to get.
Yeah.
So look, I don't care. Dr. Mindbender, holler at me. I don't care. I pay too much, but you know what? I'm good, bro.
And he's a very good example. Like we just had SDCC, okay, and he sold out the first day, and then what does Hasbro do? 3 more days. Every day they kept putting more and more and more. Everybody had an opportunity to pre-order it.
There you go.
And so I jumped right in. George and I was at the comic shop that day when you guys sent me the link.
That's right.
So I was like, I was scrambling. I was pre-ordering that sucker.
Oh, Nate was on there, Yeah,
And
them
I was
G.I.
like,
Joes, buddy. Nah, I'm not messing around. I'm not
yeah.
messing around. I don't care. I'm not messing around.
Yeah. Hey, Cobra Slant. Yeah, I am doing a lot better. We finally got settled into everything here at home. We just had our baby not even that long ago, so we've been buku busy, and it probably won't be long. I'll have to go feed the baby again. Um, but yeah, we're doing good. If you definitely hit me up on Facebook, if you need anything, and I'll try to get back to you. Thank you, man.
Oh, Cobra.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, it's been a rough ride, with the Joes because they had to go through a lot of pain, a lot of struggle with them to get them going. So I was like, okay, let's figure this out. Like even for example, when I was selling Joes, it was a pain in the rear because Hasbro wanted the most recent more sellers to go through Entertainment Earth. Entertainment Earth is the slowest damn people in the world, people.
Man.
Never order from Entertainment Earth unless it's your last resort. I
Yeah.
mean, I will highly recommend 5 other stores over Entertainment Earth any day. Hell, I'd even put Big Bad Toy Store in front of Entertainment Earth.
Hey, man, look, it's funny you said that. Listen, I don't know what it is, but I've never, thankfully, I guess, what's that old saying, knock on wood? I've never had a problem with Big Bad Toy Store. I mean, I get it. I know some people have, but like, dude, they're pretty dang premium when it comes to their packaging, anyways.
Yeah,
Dude. I mean, I've never had a problem, but I'm not giving. They don't sponsor me, so I'm not like giving them a shout out. I'm just saying, the last 8 or 9 years, I've never had a problem with them. But but I don't know. That's just my personal experience. So.
it all depends on what you're trying to get from Big Bad Toy Store.
Okay.
For example, us Transformers guys, we don't have the best of luck with them because usually something happens and it's getting like dented up or broken or something like that.
Okay.
It's not so good, but like I'll tell you, like any NECA figure or any Legend or something like that, if I order through Big Bad, I'll get it. But like Transformers, no. If I'm gonna order Transformers today now, I usually order through Toy Dojo, The Chosen Prime, or Agabus or something like that. Like I'll go through Transformers from those guys, unless I order it directly. Like there are certain things I order directly from companies still to this day,
Right.
just so I don't miss out. But yeah, Big Bad, they've got a lot of things, and now with them having Storm collectibles, that's even a bigger shock for the world right now.
Dude, that blew everybody's mind on. That even blew my mind.
Yeah, and I mean, I got so used to ordering Storm through Bluefin, it was easy. Like all I had to do was
Yeah.
put my order in, and then I was good. No more. Bluefin got fired on that one.
And then
No.
even the Bluefin, they would have these insane deals, bro, on
Mm-hmm.
Storm collectibles. Like I got my darn not the first set of skeletons, but the second set that were like
The
a
red
stone
ones?
color. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, the gray ones.
Yeah, they were like a SDC or whatever. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I got that from them on a stupid like coupon they had going on, like 20% off or something crazy. I was like, yeah, that was a must-have. But
Well, like they would have that deal like 55, or you buy so much you get a free Storm collectible. Remember when they were giving away Scorpions? Or was it Scorpions
yeah,
or Ermac? They were giving away Ermac.
yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I ordered 5 things. I'm like, I want 2 Ermacs, and they only give me 1.
Dude, Ermac is awesome, dude.
Yeah, and that's when I did Storm. And then at that point, I got to the point I'm like, there's too much. Like I collect way too much at that point.
Yeah.
And Storm, I let go at that point.
Right.
I sold all the Mortal Kombat. I sold all those things. I'm like, and like people needed the original skeletons, that came out from Golden Axe. I had 5 sets of those, and people wanted, to spend $150, $200 a set. I'm like, no, you're not going to do that retail.
Right. Man, that was the most, I guess, retaining their value.
Yeah.
When I sold my collection a year ago, bro, them especially the original ninjas, because I had every single one of them.
Oh, I remember.
But y'all gotta understand, man. Like people like me and Nate and others, you know, we buy this stuff like we're so deep in the figure game. We buy this stuff originally at the original prices. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we try to help people like y'all that's watching right now. Like I remember specifically, man, I'll never forget telling everybody and their mama on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. I said, hey, I personally made videos saying, hey, freaking Big Bad Toy Store has Reptile, the original Reptile, for $39, man. $39. I bought 3 of them. People laughed at me. They thought I was crazy until them jokers were selling for $400 a piece. Then they weren't laughing at Doo-Dog no more. But I tried to tell them, I'm like, guys, you gotta jump on. You can't just, wait and then, get mad when something jumps up and, quadruples in price. I mean, that's why me and you are here and others are here to help you to say, hey, this is on sale.
You need to go get it.
But.
Yeah. Well, and that's like the HasLab stuff, that's coming out lately. Like, they give you 30 days, 45 days to get ready for it. It's like, don't complain if you don't get it.
Dude,
because you didn't save up for it or something like that. Now, if you financially can't do it, I understand that. That's not a problem.
Well, don't do it then at all.
Don't do it, but you can't complain that you didn't get it after the fact. Like when it's coming out, everybody's getting there. Like, I ordered 5 Sentinels. Okay, 5 Sentinels, people. And out of them, I kept 0.
Right.
Because I was helping people out with those. T-Man got one. Another buddy of mine, Tony, got one. And then the other 3, I gave away pretty much, to people who needed them. And
it blows everybody's mind to this day that Doo-Dog has never, ever backed any HasLab. And the reason is, the Sentinel was the first one I actually backed. I was going to get 2 of them. And then I had this epiphany. This is before I sold everything anyway. So I had this epiphany. I'm like, dude, I can use this money for a family vacation. Let's be real for a minute. Like, let's be real. And that's really when it opened my mind to like, dude, what am I doing? So I canceled it. And anyways, the rest is history. But I don't own the Galactus. I don't own the Hiss tank and and I'm cool. And that's the thing we need to these influencers like yourself, you and me, we need to let these people know, hey, it's okay, guys. You don't have to have these things. I don't have room for it. I really don't. I do not have. That's my shelf. I don't have room to put this massive Hiss tank. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking it. It's amazing. It's incredible. But, if you ain't got room for it, why even mess with it?
Yeah, well, here, actually, let me put this up here. HasLab Unicron is $650, more than a Sentinel and the big old Galactus. Yes, but guess what, Carl? Now, if you want to buy a Unicron, spend $1,200 or $1,300 on a Unicron.
That's true.
And for me, I have one. I'm looking at it right here.
T-Man's got one. Whatever.
And you've got to really think about what do you want. Like, do you want to have multiples, quantity, or do you want to have one big one? Like one big one, and you can have a small collection around it. And that's exactly what I did. I have the HasLab Unicron, and then I have the Studio Series, the movie that goes with that. So I'm making a collection out of just that.
Epic, dude. That's awesome. That's like the Sentinel. The cool thing about that Sentinel, even though I don't own it, dude, it's incredible. I'm a massive, besides Nathan himself, I promise y'all, you ain't going to find, I promise you will not find 2 of the biggest X-Men fans in the whole toy community. I'll lay all the money down on that, promise. Yep. Me and Nathan Simmons, ain't going to happen, dog. We're huge X-Men fans. Huge. Beyond, probably unhealthy, So saying all that, yeah, it's cool, dude. You got a doggone Sentinel right here. awesome. Yes, it would look incredible right there. But if you could tell, you see what's right here? Wolverine, baby. You see
exactly.
You can do whatever you want to do. And that's the cool thing about the figure game. You can do whatever you want. You can put that big Sentinel, put a bunch of X-Men around it. Hey, awesome, man. That's amazing.
Well, see, like, and Carl's saying Unicron went for $2,200. That doesn't surprise me, really. I sold the barges, the Star Wars barges, for $2,500 each. I sold 4 of those. So that was an easy 10 grand. And it started out at $600.
Which the joke is, that was all the only thing. I don't know what's up with Star Wars Black Series, but they cannot, after that barge, it's like, bro, what are y'all doing out here? With these HasLabs.
It's like the Razor's Crest little thing, and then I'm like, I'm scratching my head. I'm like, dude, we made a barge. You pretty much made, the equivalent to the USS, whatchamacallit, from G.I. Joe. The flag. You pretty much made a flag in a Star Wars barge. Come on now.
First of all, even somebody like me, if they would have done the Razor Crest in 6-inch, I'd have been on it, buddy. It would have been in my house, hanging from this doggone ceiling y'all see right here. Because I got all that stuff. Like Mando, I love, Grogu, all that stuff. Like, that would have been. But no, I ain't even, I know 3 3/4. It's zero reason for me to do that.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like, yeah, Carl brings up the Cookie Monster that failed. Come on, the Cookie Monster was never going to get funded.
Dude,
that was
and that freaking lightsaber they tried to do, man.
Yeah, from the sisters. Yeah, I saw that.
Man, ain't nobody.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody.
They go on sale at GameStop all the time. Those lightsabers.
Yeah. Nobody cares, buddy.
Oh. You're gonna get a kick out of this one, James. This is old school. I'll wait till you get back. Okay. So this is from my Kickstarter I supported. Now, that's where most of my money goes now. When I buy stuff, it's at a Kickstarter.
Hey, man, some Kickstarters are awesome.
Because I love what I get for a Kickstarter. Just like example. This will be a hint of what I got.
Oh, dang, dude. Cyberforce. Ripclaw, boy. Those y'all don't know is Ripclaw, yeah.
Ripclaw, yeah. And this is why I like Kickstarters, because you get stuff like this.
That's sick, dude.
I got a bumper sticker now.
Cyberforce.
Yeah. And like the old days, you remember these, dude?
Man, I need to break out my case tonight, brother.
Yeah. This is actually a brand new one because they're bringing Cyberforce back.
Man, that's sick.
And this is
now, is it still under the Image banner?
Yeah, Image and Top Cow.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Top Cow, yeah. Dang. Yeah, that's sick.
You're gonna be real mad now, though, in a second. So this is the commemorative issue of Cyberforce. And then this is the side print from Mark Silvestri.
Dang. That's wild, bro.
This is just the add-on pack. This isn't even the actual thing I bought.
That's just the add-ons, huh?
The add-ons.
He about to blow my mind over here. Dang. Look at this guy. Y'all see this guy? The complete Cyberforce Volume 1 right here. Dang.
Yeah.
See, this man breaking out stuff I didn't even know existed. This is the level Nathan's on, man. He's playing 4D chess over here. We out here sleeping, man, because
but that's where my money goes now. I'm not spending everything on whatchamacallit, cases of Joes or cases of Legends anymore. I'm cherry picking what I want to get because I just don't need it all.
Well, I told y'all earlier, that's why I guess the older we get, that's where my money going too. I mean, why not? I know yours has been going to this, but for me, heck, I bought a few slabs from you personally, actually, a big old stack of them one time.
Oh yeah.
But I love it, dude. I love it, man. I love walking somewhere and getting key issues. That's just cool. It's cool to me. You know, there again, the 8 years I've done the figure game or whatever, great. I'm still in it a little bit, but man, this right here, it's like it just reignited, you know, a spark. You know what I mean? So for me, anyway.
So running games, I heard about that. Dale Keown's bringing back the Pit comics. I'm all about that one.
Dude,
when that comes out, I'm buying the Pit.
And Savage Dragon, dude, bring me that, dude.
It's still out. Savage Dragon never stopped.
Okay. Man, see there again. I need to dive back in that stuff.
Yeah, Savage Dragon and Spawn are some of the longest running comics in history.
Yeah, that's wild. I do keep up with Spawn though.
Yeah, I've been reading. Well, I got out of Spawn a long time ago, and that was after they killed off Spawn and then killed off Simmons at the same time. And they brought in the new guy, and I'm like, okay. I stopped reading it, but they brought out.
Wasn't it like issue 250 or something where they brought Simmons back?
Yeah, 250, and that's when I was like, all right, maybe I'll start reading it again. So I was like, nah. But I read Scorched. Now that was like, holy mother! I love Scorched.
Yeah,
like,
that was good.
Cheese Spawn, Cygor's a good guy. Come on, Cygor was never a good guy.
Never.
And I'm like, this is crazy. And I'm like,
I don't know what they was doing on that one.
I mean, they brought anybody and everybody in to be a good guy.
I do like that variant right here, the Null.
Oh yeah, the Null variant. Yeah.
Let's see, I'm trying to find the darn Spawn somewhere. I don't know. I may not have it in this stack. But
what's crazy is like
OG, you got to have the Infinity Gauntlet series. You know the whole.
Oh yeah. The old Jim Starlin.
Yes, sir.
Warlock, the original Warlock, Adam Warlock.
Exactly. I think it's on like Dark Knight's Metal or something. Hold on.
When Drax the Destroyer was wearing purple and green, and it's in a jumpsuit.
Yeah. I thought it was cool that old Sam Keith started making comebacks, man. Old Sam Keith with
Yeah, with Exit Wounds.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's some wacky art. His art is unique. It ain't for everybody. I've always loved it. I've always loved the Max. I've always, that whole deal right there. But
he had a series. It was Batman and the Max. It was about maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
I'm about to say, I got it. Yeah.
That was a good series. But it took him forever to get that finished, though. It took him like 2 years to get 6 books out.
Dude.
And I'm like, I was dying.
No, I'm glad you mentioned that. That's literally what got me back in. I was like, man, Batman and Max. Yeah, that was wild, man.
I mean, I couldn't get over it. I'm like, and it was a good series. Like, you didn't really know. Is Batman crazy and all this is in his head? Like, for all the years,
Yeah. Of course,
what's up, T-Man?
Old T-Man in the chat. So you got some like the button. That was an absolute incredible read, bro.
Oh, yeah, the button. Yeah, that and the Doomsday Clock.
Y'all, those of y'all in the chat right now, if you've never read, man, this was before Dark Knight's Metal kicked off. Hey, isn't that what led it to? Yeah, that's what led to it.
Yeah, so you had the button. Well, you had the button, which started 2 series. It started Metals, but then it also started the Doomsday Clock.
That's right.
So
look at that hologram. Batman Flash.
Yeah, I mean, Metals was one of my favorite series. I wasn't a big fan of Death Metal, just because
I'm with you on it. I'm 100% with you. It's like
they strayed way too far from the storyline that Metals was setting up. But again, that's what happens when the writers change over. Sometimes things get lost in translation, But that's also why I stopped reading mainstream comics. too is like there were so many books, so many crossovers you have to read to understand just a little bit of, oh, this is why this happened. If not, or if you don't get that one connecting cover or that connecting book to it, you're lost. You have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
And that's why I went back to independent books for that reason. Because it's so much easier to pick up 3 books. You know, I can pick all the variant covers I want because it's the variant cover of the same book, you know, but at the same time, it's one story, one reading, in and out. And that's why I do Kickstarters now, because a Kickstarter will come out 3 to 4 times a year, you know, for a series. And then that's it. Okay, I had to buy 4 books for that one series. That's it for the whole year, you know. So instead of buying, like I have, and I'll show you guys there a little bit. I probably got 6 cases or like 4 long boxes and like 5 or 6 shorts, you know, but they're all individual series. You know, it's like little things to read, you know, like I don't have to read everything, you know. Marvel, DC, good luck with that one.
It's unfortunate, man. I hate it, but it is what it is.
Hey,
so
Carl,
when was you gonna show us? I guess we an hour and 7 minutes almost in. What was you gonna do with the I guess the collection or something like that?
we but I want to see if Carl's still here. I got his box. I wanted to open it up. If he's still here.
Okay, cool. So he sent you a box.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Awesome. My kind of box.
Carl sent you a big old box, boy.
Oh yeah.
Well, this ain't popcorn, but I'm gonna get these Cheez-It. Y'all ever ate these Cheez-It snaps?
I ain't had none of that.
Bro. And y'all listen, this is not sponsored by Cheez-It, but I'm telling you.
No, they ain't paying me no money. Oh, and by the way, Nate ain't monetized anymore, so it don't matter.
So hey, we really having fun. No limits.
Exactly. Like it was funny. It's like when I didn't do videos for like 6 months, and they said, "Oh, you ain't doing videos. You're fired." Okay.
Yeah, they were like, "Get this man, get money out of here, man."
Exactly.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go back to the roots, brother. Just all about the fun. Who gives a flip, dude?
And that's what I looked at was like, you know, am I having fun doing this anymore? No. I was doing 3 or 4 videos every week just to keep up with the algorithm.
No.
You know, and I'm out of that game now. I'm just having fun.
Folks used to ask me that all the time. They're like, you used to do all these videos. I'm like, man, I'm just gonna have a good time. I don't even whatever. If I drop a video, I'm gonna drop a video. If I don't, oh well.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Carl. Thank you. Override. So I did get something in the mail too today, but I couldn't wait to open it. So I'll be opening this up a little bit later. Long hauler, road hauler. But the one I've been waiting on this for a long time. This little guy.
Man.
He's been out for a long time too. But I know Carl had it, so there's no sense in buying it for me.
Man, I need to meet this Carl guy, man.
He's a good dude. We got ourselves ARC. This is stuff people's had for a long time. You see, when you do what I do, you don't really care. You just wait. There's no reason why not to wait.
No, it ain't no rush.
Yeah, I in no hurry. But I will be in a hurry to open this one up pretty soon. Scourge, buddy.
Bro.
I love
Bro,
Scourge.
that's sick, dude. Dang.
Uh-huh.
That's awesome.
This is why I like being a bot guy. And then, let's see. Oh, a big old upgrade kit.
What?
It's for my black Zarek. And I'll show you guys that in a bit. So they had this set for Scorponok. And then when they did the Generation Select Black Zarek, there's an upgrade kit to make it taller, have more accessories, and has more guns. So I'm all about that. So Carl, thank you, brother. Thank you for all the goodies. You know I'm gonna be using this soon. Ho ho ho. All right.
Oh, Carl, you the man, buddy. You the man.
Yeah, Scoot and I have been doing this trading stuff for a long time, just like with you guys. But he's my personal hunter. Hey, Ninja Bill, long time no see, brother. I ain't seen nobody for a long time. So, what's what we're going to try to do?
Hey, man, number one rule in the figure game is having them ground troops, man, like Carl.
Exactly.
Ground troops, man, it's game over then, buddy. You're going to find it.
Oh, yeah. Well, and that was the thing. Is like, remember when I lived in Santa Maria, I had one Walmart, one Target. That's it. Made hunting real easy. And one Walgreens. So after a point, you're like, you just don't go hunting anymore. You just don't care.
Speaking of Walgreens, which I haven't, believe it or not, been in a long time, which is
Me either.
Used to I go to it every day. But Unboxing Art, I actually hooked him up one time. I found he was looking for Ghost, the Call of Duty, like
Oh yeah.
Bro, that's a sick figure. And he actually reviewed it. But anyway, yeah, I was able to hook him up with that. But that's a really awesome fig, man.
Yeah, see, that was the thing about it. I'm actually going to have to go to the Walgreens soon because they're going to have an exclusive transformer. Yeah, that's the only reason why people have to remember. The only reason why we go to Walgreens, they got something exclusive you can't get in store.
Every time. Man.
That's the only reason we go. You see 8,000 fat men in a Walgreens looking for one figure, you know what they're looking for.
Hey, Nate, here's an exclusive for your channel right here. Check this out, y'all. A guy named Steve Green, right?
Mm-hmm.
So about 7 years ago, this dude hits me up. And I'm like, man, you get hit up with people all the time, you know, and I know you do and I do, whatever. So this guy, Steve Green, he's like, hey, man, I work for Walgreens, like executive positions, right? We ain't talking about like you just running the register. We talking about in the executive level. And I'm like, all right, cool, man. He said, hey, man, I'm the one that got him, Steve Green. I'm the one that got action figures into Walgreens specifically. He said, I'm a collector myself. And I got these deals with McFarlane and Hasbro and all these to get these figures in there. I thought that was pretty cool. A lot of people don't know that story. I thought it was awesome. So, yeah, dude, he hit me up out of nowhere, and he's been following me ever since for years and years. I've been following him also on Instagram and things like that. But it was cool to have a little connection like that to get, you know, the guy that actually is responsible for getting all these exclusives. Yeah, it's crazy. That's why CVS doesn't have them, because they have a contract with them. And then other little, you know, Rite Aid, all them places that are going out of business. But like Walgreens, whatever reason, dude, he just presented it to his board one day and was like, hey, these collectors, blah-de-da-de-da, we need to do a section of action figures. And they thought he said they thought he was insane, which is, of course, now they know he's not insane. Obviously, he was on to something. But I thought that was pretty cool to hear a Walgreens executive actually be a collector at the same time, and he's the one that Steve Green. He's the one that actually got him into Walgreens. So there you go, brother.
See, and that's crazy. Because I can blame him for the reason I can't find nothing at Walgreens.
Yeah. That's true.
Hey, Cream City Figs, what is up, brother? I haven't seen you in a bit. So you came at a good time. You know what Nate's going to do? It's called a collection tour.
All right. So I'm excited.
We've asked George Johnson to do that for 5 years now.
Man, we've been asking
this, and he'll never get it done.
I had him on my channel last week, and Buddy still didn't do it. The one and only Plastic Addict, ladies and gentlemen, George Johnson was on Dewdog's channel and still didn't do the collection video. Oh well.
You can only do what you can do, dude. I've learned that.
That's all you can do.
All right, I'm going to see.
Let's see what Mr. Nate's got.
Well, I'm going to see if I can reverse the cam. I don't think it'll let me.
Now y'all do know his name is the Redneck from Texas. So Redneck sometimes, you know.
Yeah. Hey, T-Man, you're in here. How do you do that?
I thought you just flip it around. Let's see here. Maybe not. I don't know in StreamYard.
It's StreamYard, so yeah.
You might just have to. You got me out of the loop. There's I. Yeah, okay.
There you are. All right. Well, we'll do it the old-fashioned way.
Nope. I don't know, brother. I wish I knew too. I don't know.
Well, let's see.
Hey, what if I guide you a little bit? See if you can flip your whole phone around, and I'll let you know if we're seeing like what you're talking about.
Well, let's see.
It might not. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's what I thought too. It used to be it had a button you could actually just click.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. Let's see here. Huh. Well,
let's see here. So we'll start here.
Go ahead.
That ain't gonna work. It's gonna look bad every time I try to do it. All right, let's do it this way.
Yeah, there you go.
So y'all just get sick while you do it. So yeah, we got the two Universal. Just need a damn Frankenstein to go with it.
I didn't know those even existed until like 2 or 3 days ago.
I didn't know they existed until I saw them in the store.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Yeah, I ran into them. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I was like, come on. T-Man says, are you trying to change it in StreamYard? Yes, I am trying to change it in StreamYard.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah, you click the camera third option.
Maybe it's widescreen or something.
There's the camera. The redneck can do it. There we go. A lot better. All right, so we got those two boys. We showed y'all already. All right, we got the Voltron Shelf. So this is an original from 1996. That's the Soul Jigokin I was talking about. So then you've got the big, remember this one, the Legendary Defender one, the big box set from Toys R Us.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. I actually had that.
You got the little bitty Dairugger. This is one that you could find actually at Tuesday Morning. But I got mine from overseas. And then you've got the Soul Jigokin Dairugger. Now, I don't have any lighting hardly, but I do have.
Hey, Mikey's action figure said, show us that Hulk Hogan, man.
Yeah, so you got this is the Elite one. I got that Mr. T.
Mr. T, I pity the fool.
I pity the fool. And then we got the Ultimate. These are all Ultimates in the back. You got Ultimate Hulk. You have Ultimate Undertaker, and then Kane. You got a little chibi Astro Boy. You got a couple of They're called Wolf Girls, and it's from a company called Snail Shell. Um, they come out very, very unevenly as far as time, but they're highly articulated and expensive.
Nice.
And then, of course, you got the Sentinel Ronin Warriors. You got Ryo, you got Rowan, you got Sage. Eventually, we'll get the rest of the team.
Now, what's up with the Ronin War? I don't know anything about them. So what's like the background on those?
So in the 90s, they had the show come out. It originally came out in the 80s in Japan. But in the 90s, it came out in the US and they broadcasted it. And so what it was like 5 like teenage adults or whatnot that were brought together. They were given these suits of armor to fight these evil other warlords. And that was pretty much the show until they got to the end and they beat the main warlord. Then the next season came out and then everything changed. Like they were fighting all these other people as from like other legends of their mythos. So it's a good series. Definitely should check it out.
All right. Cool.
All right. Going down, we got some gargoyles. Yeah, you boys know me. Ironically, when I was watching it, Gargoyles came out, and then Ronin Warriors was after them on TV. So I was like, all right, got to get them all. And then that was my timber for a long time until they actually have a new timber.
Bro, I'm laughing my butt off because that thing looked like a little cute little puppy looking.
Hey, dude, they didn't make no timber, so guess what? We were screwed.
Hey, man, you know I got to roast you a little bit, man. That thing
yeah.
That thing looks crazy.
I can thank T-Man for these, so he got me most of these. That she spawn, the commander spawn.
I tell you what, man, that T-Man guy, he ain't a bad dude, man. I don't care what anybody says, man. He's all right, man.
All right. Then I got my only diorama. If you notice, which one's in there?
Bro, see, now you make me want to slap you right now because that's too epic. You know what I'm saying? What is... Oh, I remember you. Didn't El Chambo make that for you?
El Chambo made that for me. Yeah.
Right.
A long time ago.
El Chambo.
So these are the only Legends, X-Men Legends I have. And they're all the newer ones, the animated ones that came out, the cell shaded.
Yeah, man. All right. Okay. All right.
Of course, gotta have the Age of Apocalypse.
Man, I don't know anybody that loves it as much as that's why I love you, because I love it the same amount of energy. Everybody thought I was insane when I sold all my Marvel Legends and only bought the Age of Apocalypse. And they were like, what? And I'm like, bro, what? Where y'all at?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and mine are on the way. So I've ordered Wave 1 and 2.
By the way, I got the Ambius too. That book is freaking massive, dude.
It is. It's heavy, too.
Yeah, man. It's heavy.
So this is the set that Carl got me. This is that Battle Ravaged Motu. The only one I kept. I'm like, that works for me. And these are the big Bandai action ones. So, I mean, as you can see, they're about 12.5 inches tall.
Yeah, man. I can see it. It's crazy.
Okay, so you got, of course, you guys know me. I'm a horror guy, so the NECA mixture, like Ghostface. Got the Dawn of the Dead ones from Mezco.
That's why I brought these. Those of y'all was watching just for Nate's channel right here because he loves horror stuff. So brought the April O'Neil NECA Bride of Frankenstein or whatever. There you go.
Everybody keeps asking me, am I ever going to sell the Freddy? Nope. Freddy never for sale.
So that's your favorite, huh?
Oh, yeah. Freddy, the Michael from Mezco, the Jason from Mezco. And then this is actually the very first Jason. So if you remember the kid at the end of the very first Friday the 13th, The kid that was in the lake, he signed this mask for me.
Ah. Where'd you meet him at a con or something?
Yeah, a convention, yeah. Okay, we got E.T., the original NECA E.T.
Man, that's OG right here, buddy.
Got Leon from Them Toys.
I have no idea. I have no clue anybody that owns that ET except you.
Yeah. And now they're reissuing it.
Right.
Then you got The Crow. Of course, Crow's one of my favorite movies. Creep Show, the new one. And then you've got the Universal Monsters. I got them all.
Nice.
The color and the black and white ones. And so I did something different. So I did the human version of Wolfman in black and white, and then did the colorized version as the actual Wolfman.
Nice.
Anybody knows me knows I'm a huge Evil Dead guy too.
Definitely love that. Mikey's action figure said Hot Toys took over his life, so.
Oh yeah, they did. Mikey, you got everything now. I remember I bought this one, this Mezco Evil Dead for $50 when they were on sale. Nobody wanted it.
Nobody.
And now everybody wants it because it's gone.
I'm about to say now everybody. That's the
same way with these two. Like the Henrietta goes for $180. That's a NECA figure.
$180.
Yep. And then him and him are part of a 2-pack. That 2-pack goes for about $120 to $130 now.
Nice.
And it's crazy. I mean, it really is.
Man, the figure game wild like that, man. It's crazy.
It is.
That's those little Muppet or puppets, ain't it, or something like that?
Yeah, Puppet Master. Yeah. And then you got the Conjuring.
That's a freaky looking Joker right here.
It is.
The thing back there.
Yeah. American Werewolf in London. All right. Then we got DC. Yes, I do have DC books.
Oh, I see that Nightfall set.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't know that Nightfall came in some doggone 3, or what is that, 4? Or is that 3? Yeah, 3 ambiances or something.
Yeah, 3 paperbacks. This has been redone so many times, but these are the complete editions.
Okay.
So
incredible storyline, y'all.
Let me show you this one though.
The Death of Superman and Nightfall. That's what got me in it, man. I was like 11, 12 years old, something like that, in middle school. It just blew my mind, dude. This kid beside me had the Death of Superman comic book. I was like, whoa, what? How do you kill Superman? That just blew my mind.
Yeah. And they're doing it again now.
See, that's how out of touch I am on that. I had no idea. Like, running out of ideas, buddy.
There you go. Old school.
Yeah, that's OG right there for real.
Signed by Neil Adams.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Neil. So, this here.
Cream City Figs. Sell all those pops, brother. Sell all
Get
those
rid
pops.
Of pops. All right. Ooh. Let me show you this thing. This thing you can't get no more.
Dang. Wow.
This is the hardcover set from Blackest Night, Brightest Day.
Bro, that's freaking insane, dude.
They made this set and they made a Crisis on Infinite Earth set. And the Crisis goes for anywhere from $500 to $600 now. So that's out of my scope.
Hey, my man G-Rone Games in the house. And T-Man, of course, you know.
Oh, yeah.
G-Rone Games. Hey, y'all follow the man. Y'all follow these people on Instagram, man. What are y'all missing out? Look, don't worry about these quote unquote big time YouTubers and all this bull crap, man. Follow these guys. Follow
Follow
T-Man.
small
He's the biggest one I know that I follow. Follow G-Rome Games, man. Follow these people. Follow Mikey's action figures, man. All these people in the chat. Find them on Instagram, man. Mikey goes live every week.
Exactly. Go watch Mikey.
Yeah. You want a little Migo flavor, man? Go watch Mikey, man. Me amigo.
Oh, old school. You remember this one?
Oh yeah, I remember. I've got that.
First print, brother. First print.
Now I don't know if mine's first print. Now I don't know. I'd have to look.
I've had it since it came out. Same way with these two.
Yeah, that's sick too.
Well, and that's why I want the toys, because that was those were big stories for us back then.
The one-man show just showed up in the live stream right here, boy.
What's up, Brad Campbell?
Oh, Brad, Mr. Brad in the house. Mr. Campbell.
All right. So we in the Transformers land now.
Yeah, Transformer land. Transformers.
To Nate, All Are One by Stan Bush. The dude who sings The Touch.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool right here.
And then this is the original. And this is the Devastator, the voice actor. Dang. So I had him sign that one.
Cream City Fig says Mikey is one of the founding fathers of the community. He's the Latino godfather, man. He's the father, the godfather up in here, boy.
Yeah.
Look, there he is. They showing the big dogs now.
Nah, this is the big dog.
Man.
When I went to TFCon, I had everybody and their mother sign this.
Dude, that is crazy, brother. That's freaking crazy. Like, nobody can say they have that right there. That's what?
No.
What?
Oh, I ain't done yet.
More than meets the eye. Transformer. Oh, my sins. I'm being Nate's music. That's crazy, though.
Yep. Yeah. When I got this, I was like, oh, yeah. All right. So we got some bots. Of course, you got to have the fans' toys, guys. And then you got a Transformer riding a Transformer.
Transformer.
And there's Fort Max head waiting for a body someday. Someday fans will give it to us.
Now wait a minute, hold on, so I don't know nothing about all that. So is that just a piece that just a separate thing, or what's up with that?
So he's an actual headmaster. So he's an actual Transformer, same size as this one. Okay. He converts into the head to go into the body. So the other one is going to be about a good 4 foot tall. So that's going to put Unicron to shame when it comes out. And that's die cast.
Dang. Die cast too. Ooh.
You guys know I'm a hot rod guy.
T-Man says StreamYard lets you do music now. We don't need no stinking music, man. We are our own. Listen, we're doing our own soundtrack.
We're rednecks. That's what we do. We make our own.
We do our own music.
And then this one is signed by Optimus himself, Peter Cullen.
Okay.
And then
Nate got them signatures up in this collection, boy.
Yep. And then I've got the whole series so far in omnibus form because that's how I like to read. If I'm reading, I'd rather read a series than just one at a time.
Man, That hard stuff. Boy, the Mombiuses. I love the Mombiuses.
Beast Wars, the Blu-ray set, signed by Cheetor and by David Kaye, the voice of Megatron.
Dang, this boy bringing out them big, heavy hitters, man, up in here.
So that's like Zarek I was telling you about. So that's the upgrade kit I'll be working on for him to make him taller and bigger.
Oh yeah, the one Nate Carl sent you.
Yep. And then we got the new Metasaur. I just don't have no parts to it except for one now. Let's wing. Some moldies.
T-Man, keep singing it. Keep on singing. Little,
So
wait a minute. That was what's his name? Bumblebee.
Yeah, that's a Bumblebee. It turns into the first version of Bumblebee. And then you've got, these are all new Legacy figures.
Yeah, I've got that green guy right there.
Yeah. And then this is the new set that just came out. Thank you, T, for taking all my money again because I ordered through your links. This was not supposed to come out till November, but the whole set came out early.
T-Man does have the links, that's for sure.
And then we got, this is Diatlas. This was a Japanese Takara limited set. So definitely, I bought it when nobody else was going to buy it. So I'm like, hey, it's cheap.
Sometimes I'll send send T-Man a random link, Amazon. And I'm like, hey man, convert this, do your little
Exactly.
chill review magic on this little random, Nintendo Switch I want to buy for my kid or whatever,
Yeah. You guys know I'm a huge Ranger fan, but I just don't buy Rangers as toys.
Isn't that funny?
That's how it goes sometimes.
No, I know, yeah. There's some stuff I don't buy in action figure form, but I love in other media. There's Lady Death.
Oh yeah.
What's the chick with the wings or whatever, the red black?
Purgatory.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's so like this one here is TB League. This is a statue, of course. That's a statue from '95 that I still have. And then these are TB League as well, Vampirella and Red Sonja.
Nice.
Or a Dawn.
Yeah, T-Man, the green guy is fun. I know just enough to to buy them and have fun with them, but I probably should learn all their names. But anyway.
All right. Then, of course, I do original art, too.
Yeah, that's what separates your collection pretty much from everybody, because this right here, I mean, the signatures and then the original art. I mean, that's...
So, got big boy. Got to have at least one big boy.
Oh, Big Daddy. That's a big one, too, boy. Sheesh.
And I did from smaller to bigger for Hot Rod.
See, I'm that weird guy. I never transform my Transformers. I always keep them in bot form. And people think I'm funny for that. I'm like, I just love the bot form of all the Transformers. I don't know. But...
Starscream's in his throne. And then I got some dinos in there. This is what I was talking about. Like, I have the collection of, like, from the movie. So.
Oh, dude, yeah. That's awesome. What's that little guy?
Okay. So that's like the little minifigures that came together with the set when you bought Unicron, and then the transforming Galvatron, into that.
RG in the building. What's up? What's up? What's
What up,
up?
RG?
Yes.
We doing collection tours.
Yeah, we're doing a collection tour. Nate's collection tour, not mine, but yeah. And I got babies crying in the background, but you know.
Yeah, mine's about to start. I hear her rumbling.
That dad life.
Yeah. Carl got me that for my birthday.
Oh, okay, cool.
Some more original art. And this is a metals. So if you see like the new industry side, they do a lot of metal covers. This is sculptured metal.
See,
so
that's the cool stuff in people's collections right here, ladies and gentlemen, right here. What Nate's showing y'all right there. That's the stuff ain't nobody get. You know, your average Joe, it just ain't gonna be in their collection. I mean,
no. There's only 5 in the world, so you ain't finding this too easily.
Yeah, there you go. So that's why when my Pizza Spidey Marvel Legends signed by Stan the Man Lee with the certificate, yeah, you ain't finding that, bro. Like you just ain't.
Exactly.
It just ain't happening, though.
It's like this whole frame here. This is all original art from Joe Gomez.
Nice.
I mean, these got made in like this got made into a cover. This is the cover art. And this is the cover art.
See that? I mean, that's like a whole nother level, man. When you have the art and then they convert it to a cover, like that's wild.
It is. This is the original Evil Dead poster from a theater from 1982.
That's sick. I was like a year old, so there you go.
I'm with you. And then, of course, the original from 94.
Dude, I remember that like it was yesterday, man.
That was in every comic shop in the world.
Dude, everywhere.
Army of Darkness. Can't go wrong. I just need an Evil Dead 2 to finish out. And then, so like, this is really special. This is why I framed it. So every time a comic book goes into production, right, it's got to get signed off on, right, before by the editor and by the chief. So that's what this is. This is the preliminary cover before it gets approved. And as you can see here, approved. This is the date. It was approved.
Yeah.
So this is the very first version of this cover. It'll never be seen again because this was either rejected or approved. This actually became a holofoil, is what this became. So once it got made into a holofoil, you didn't see all this in the background anymore.
Right.
And then old school mural.
Hey, Mikey's actually just brought up a great topic. He said, if you don't mind me reading it, Nate, it says, I want Dudog's view on this. Characters like Santana and Lady Death, will that refrain you from buying certain figures because of your religious beliefs? Actually, that's an incredible question. And the answer would be yes, that does refrain me. That's why none of that is in my personal collection.
Yep.
I can enjoy it through like Nate's stuff and like that. I would personally not, as a pastor, I just, I just wouldn't have something like that like in my collection. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, to answer your question, that's just my personal conviction. I wouldn't have something, not knocking there again, not knocking what Nate's collecting. But yeah, for me personally, I would definitely refrain from having something like that. So, there you go. So great question, man. That's a really good question. So,
well, and that's the thing is I can understand that too from your perspective. Is like, that's not something you would have. Yeah. And that's okay.
There you go. That's why also like, I don't have horror stuff. Now, the only close thing horror wise would be like Spawn, and that's always a controversial one because everybody's like, well, Spawn. Yeah, but Spawn himself, like the actual image himself, isn't really like, there's nothing like graphic about it. You know what I mean? It's not like, I have a big shelf with like bloodied up where Spawn just mass murdered like a scene of bloody guts and all that. So if that makes sense,
And that's the thing, is like anybody, and that's what's great about our community. We all like different things out there. It's like, and you can like that, and it's okay. We respect everybody's beliefs. Like for me, like I respect Dog's beliefs. So I'm not going to sit there and cuss around him all day long because I know he's a pastor. He doesn't want to hear that stuff. And like for me as a father, I don't cuss around my kids for that reason. It's like I try to keep a clean mouth as much as possible because it's a respect thing,
Yeah.
And I respect your beliefs. Just like from my beliefs might not be the same as Dog's beliefs, but we still respect each other's.
And that's the beauty of that. And that's why I love people like Nate and T-Man and people like that, because it's like, all right, obviously, if it's one thing if you don't know, like if somebody, a complete stranger, never heard of Dog, never heard of Pastor James, didn't know I was a pastor. Okay. I'm going to kind of let that slide, but the respect level is, man, dead on the money. You're exactly right. And I appreciate that myself because I just, my personal convictions, I ain't got time for all that stuff. So for Nate saying what he just said, that's a true brother right there. That's real respect, knowing that, hey, dude, I'm not going to just sit here on this live stream, dropping the F-bomb 50,000 times or whatever. Like, dude, I couldn't ask for more than that. That's, like he said, that's just a respect thing, really. So
I appreciate it.
On the same token, I don't, whatever. I'm not gonna say it like, boy, you shouldn't have this.
Exactly. It's like, what are you thinking? Like, what are you doing? No, we don't do that.
That's because I love you and I appreciate you, and I don't. Yeah, same thing. Respect goes both ways. So there you go. It
does. And hey, Winston, long time no see, brother. And you actually coming on. We're about to get off of here a little bit too, because I got a crying baby. So you know what that means. It's time to go feed the baby.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, I do want to say, everybody, thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna be back. Don't worry. We'll start doing this. But and I might have to start talking about Fridays. Might be a good time to get the boys back together.
Oh, for sure. Well, I know me and George did one a couple of days ago, or about 2 weeks ago. Me and Mikey, actually, speaking of Mike, we were planning on doing one here soon. I just got to make it happen. And then, of course, on my channel, and then I need to get one with you on my channel. Like yep. Tonight was incredible. Almost 2 hours, super positive. Everybody in the chat's been incredible. No negative stuff like that. You can't ask for more than that. It reminds me of the OG. The reason I got in the community in the first place was to get around, other grown men and women that enjoy the hobby, man. And tonight was like, I couldn't ask for a better time, So I appreciate you inviting me on tonight. And there you go. And everybody in the chat, pretty much everybody I know, Nate knows, and Nate knows, and I know. I think Carl, maybe I didn't know, but now I do know. So there you go.
I appreciate you and everybody in the chat. Thank you guys so much. Y'all are amazing. And everybody, please hit that like button. Please, just like that video, get it up there somewhere above the rainbow, maybe. But yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. And of course, James, thank you for always being around. Thank you, T-Man. Thank you to Running Games. Thank you, Winston. Thank you, everybody. And I hope everybody has a good night. And we'll see you on the next one. All right.